Hello. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope everything's going well for you. It's Friday for me. It's my birthday. I'm very old. I don't know. I woke up. I'd say it's sad, but you don't want to be sad on your birthday. So for me, um, just a bit, just a bit of context. I think like, I did things I shouldn't do. Not bad things, but bad things in the sense of things that I struggle with. I gave into, and um, yeah, I knew that I just had to pray, and I didn't do it. And you sit, and then you convince yourself that you'll be fine. You'll do this, and sure, like it's just how sin sneaks in, man. It's just you try to on your own, and I think for me the easiest thing, and it got me so far because I was like I was just sitting and I was like I'll probably do it at the beginning of the week, and then it just became a thing of, oh no, if you really want to do it now, it's not the end of the world, but like we can sort it out at a later stage. Like let's wait till tomorrow and see if we need to do it. If we don't, then you didn't need to do it. And ended up doing that, and it got me till Friday, and then I don't know, you just sit and you convince yourself stupid things, and you know what? Ask for forgiveness, and I definitely felt bad afterwards. Like it's so weird because yeah, although I deal with it often, I don't feel guilt doing it. Now I'm guilty, and I'll be better and things like that. It's all about growth, and I sold myself out. But that, and then I just thought that it's selfish, but I get, but I just thought my birthday would be like a catalyst just to solve some relationships or fix some, like, see some effort from some people in certain areas of my life, and it did show for some. I can definitely see some people have. There we go, is another message. Some people have actually put in effort to message me, and instead of just seeing me and going happy birthday, and yeah, here's a happy birthday as well. So that might pop up. I'll put it on silent if anything it does. But yeah, yes, it will go on silent. But yeah, so just before we get going, I don't know, it's just gonna make me feel better, might make you feel better, but I literally just sat down and I was like, I just wanna say I'm thankful, and yeah, the things that I'm thankful for, I just thought, it sounded nice in your head, and then you wanna do it and you get emotional, because I sit and I just go like, just wait. Like, I sit and I just go like, wow, there's a lot. I thought about it earlier. I was like, thankful for friends. I have friends that, how do I say it? Like, I have genuine friends. Like, sure, things aren't perfect with how they might deal with things, how I might deal with things, but like I said a couple of episodes ago, I have friends that, like, as soon as I resigned, they might not have agreed with it, but they helped me out. I have friends that, if I have a problem late at night or something happens, I can call them and they can help me. I have friends that they make an effort to show up if they don't if they can't, they'll actually communicate with me. It's such a simple thing, but like I saw it with my sister, and she got very upset, and like people, like we sharing a birthday thing, and a lot of people just went, no, sorry, and they didn't let her know, they didn't tell her that, and she gets upset. She was upset about that, and I was like, I actually get upset for her because it's just common human decency, and yeah, I have friends that show effort. I think that's the embodiment of what I want to say there. because friendships, relationships, and all these things require effort, and we as people are getting lazier and lazier. When I'm looking at this stuff, it is so easy to be a good friend. It is so easy to have a good relationship with someone. The the biggest thing for me that you have to put in is just effort. It's not a thing of, oh, I'm not going to go to this thing because it's just so far. It's a thing of, I'd like them to do that for me. And if I was in their position, I would want me to be there. So I will be there. And that's how I treat everything. You have to look at it in the sense of, what I want is what I have to give. That's the bare minimum. Some people require more, some people require less. If they require less, you still give them everything. If they require more, you decide if it's worth it or not. But then, I'm best with my friends, I'm best with my family. Yeah, my family, I don't know, same thing. We, we're not like a closely knit family, but like anything you need, like we looked after. If my sister needs anything, she knows I'll be there. My dad will definitely be. Same with my mom. Same with my dad. My cousins, like, although far away, they still, yeah, we still keep in touch here and there. Mainly with a couple because some of them are just not talky. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for the fact that I have a roof over my head. Thankful that I've got food, I've got water. I'm overweight. That's where this gout thing comes from. I've eaten enough. I'm well fed. I'm just thankful that I have something that brings in more income than the average person. And it's thanks to friends and family and connections like that. It's thanks to God. It's thanks to a lot of things. I'm thankful for the fact that I get to do this. It's such a way to de-stress and deload. And like, if you're going to do it, even if you don't post it, I mean, just record it and put it on unlisted on YouTube, and you come back and you can look at these things and you can just go like, it's interesting to see where I was in that phase of my life and what I was doing and how I was trying to better everything. But right now I'm also thankful for movement. I'm thankful that although my foot is a bit tired and I can feel my ankle sore, I went to bio and the doctor yesterday and they killed me. I don't think I've been in that much pain in a while. But I'm thankful that I can move. I was sitting on a couch for so long that I was just like, that makes you depressed. I'm thankful that, I don't know, I've got phones, I've got technology around me, things that if I want to play a game, I can play a game. If I want to unload or dewind, I can do that. I'm thankful that I got animals. As much as they are stressful creatures, I think I had a conversation with someone at the old job I used to work at, and they broke up with their boyfriend, and they essentially were like, yeah, like they were sad when they went home because there was no one there. And I was like, I'm lucky in the sense of, even if I'm on my own, I'm still surrounded by something that's alive, that's living, that has a kind of dependency on me, which is, it's its own thing to deal with. But like, they bring their own personality, they bring their own energy to the space that I live in. I'm thankful for my car. I'm thankful for the fact that I got this far. Because, sometimes you sit back and you're like, I'm surprised I got this far. I don't know how else to say that. But yeah, it's just like we said. Like I said, I think I'm learning is that above all, thankful for relationships with people. So yeah, that's something I think all of us need to look at. Just be thankful for those relationships. Put in the effort if you think it hasn't been there, and take it from there. Because yeah, that's my way. So we're basically going on to. Sorry, I did lock my phone, so I can't see what we're doing. Um, Genesis 25, 19 to 34. So we're gonna go to Jacob and Esau. So if you want to read with me, read with me. If you want to listen on your own, listen. Do whatever. Do whatever makes you feel good, man. Okay, so we got Jacob and Esau. This is the account of the family of Isaac, the son of Abraham. When Isaac was 40 years old, he married Rebekah, the daughter of Bethuel, the Aramean from Padam Aram, and the sister of Laban, the Aramean. Isaac pleaded with the Lord on behalf of his wife, because she was unable to have children. The Lord answered Isaac's prayer, and Rebekah became pregnant with twins. But the two children struggled with each other in her womb, so she went to ask the Lord about it. "What is happening to me?" she asked. And the Lord told her, "Your sons in your womb will become two nations from the very beginning. The two nations will be rivals. One nation will be stronger than the other, and your older son will serve your younger son." And when the time came to give birth, Rebekah discovered that she did indeed have twins. The first one was very red at birth and covered with thick hair like a fur coat, so they named him Esau. The other twin was born with his hand grasping Esau's heel, so they named him Jacob. Isaac was 60 years old when the twins were born. Then Esau sells his birthright. As the boys grew up, Esau became a skillful hunter. He was an outdoors man. But Jacob had a quiet temperament, preferring to stay at home. Isaac loved Esau because he enjoyed eating the wild game Esau brought home, but Rebekah loved Jacob. One day, when Jacob was cooking some stew, Esau arrived home from the wilderness, exhausted and hungry. Esau said to Jacob, "I'm starved. Give me some of that red stew." This is how Esau got his other name, Edom, which means red. "All right," Jacob replied, "but trade me your rights as the firstborn son." "Look, I'm dying of starvation," said Esau. "What good is my birthright to me now?" But Jacob said, "First you must swear that your birthright is mine." So Esau swore an oath, thereby selling his rights as the firstborn of his brother Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau some bread and lentil stew. Esau ate the meal and got up and left. He showed contempt for his rights as the firstborn. Okay, so very interesting. I think this story just highlights just how old school and I would say like fallen the world was. I mean, like I said earlier, I'm thankful for my sister. If my sister ever came to me and said she was starving, she'd have everything I have. And it would never be a like give me this or give me that. Like this is like that TV remote situation where you remember what your sibling did 10 years ago when they ask you for the TV remote, so that's your justification for not giving it to them. So yeah, no, that's not ideal. Interesting though. We're looking at now Abraham's descendants and how what he's created is how it's multiplying. So we went from we went from Abraham. Now it's now we're looking at Isaac, and that descended that tree, and essentially how there's nations now supposedly going to come from Isaac's son. So I imagine it'd be Esau because yeah. No, it won't be Esau. It would be Jacob because Esau gave up his birthright. So yeah, it's just a dog eat dog world over here. So yeah, sorry, just switched off there. So it is 19 to 34. Yeah. So when we go into it, As Isaac pleaded with God for children, the Bible encourages us to ask and even plead for our most personal and important requests. Sorry. Sometimes when I'm quiet, I'm just processing how it applies. God wants to grant our requests, but even He wants us to bring our requests to Him. Even then, as Isaac learned, God may decide to withhold His answer for a while in order to one, deepen our insight into what we really need, two, broaden our appreciation for His answers, or three, allow us to mature so we can use His gifts more wisely. Oh, that's quite interesting. Yeah, I don't know about you guys. If I have a scale of, let's say, 1 and 10, 1 being like things that are everyday things, like, I don't know, getting up, having food, that stuff. 10 being like things that I need that are like very out of this world. Let's just say a place to live, a house, a car, a family, and these kind of things. When it comes to God's involvement, when I ask Him for anything, for me personally, I think I'd only speak to Him when it's at about a 6 to an 8 range. So it's interesting that it says here that we should bring our requests to Him, and all of them, even our most personal ones. Because I think for us, a lot of the time, the most personal ones are the ones that are probably most unattainable, most unrealistic. They're things that require this kind of like a lot to go right, or a lot of time to happen in order for it to be achieved. And I think when things like that are involved, you kind of just put it on the back burner because it's not the immediate. But looking here, it speaks about asking for everything. And yeah, that's why I say for me it's about being thankful for everything. And yeah, it comes a conversation with God you need to have, where you can you take your personal stuff and you lay it out there. I think a lot of you might actually do it with only the 10s and ignore the 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, etc. And that's your own relationship. It's your own personal thing. But yeah, it's quite difficult, I know, to lay everything out there. And even with me, I find it tough, and I brush things off because I'm like, it's not worth that relationship. But something I think about now is just God knows your heart, God knows your desires, God knows your mind. And if you are not going to say it, that's fine. But that doesn't mean that it's not something in your mind, it's not something in your heart. And God knows these things. And I think it just comes to a thing of accepting that, like, you can try and manipulate this relationship as much as you want when it comes to how you want to portray yourself to God, and how you want to, even for me last night, how you want to do mental gymnastics to get what you desire. And at the end of the day, it doesn't work, because you, deep down, you will know the right things, the right from wrongs. You'll know what you desire, and God will know all these things. He will know everything that you're trying to do, what you're trying to achieve, why you're doing this. And I think for a lot of us, we need to be raw. We need to have some introspection. We need to look in ourselves and go, like, this is what I'm doing. This is, I know it's right or wrong. This is what I want. I know I should be asking God for it. This is like all these other things. And then it also says here that there's reasons why there's no answers. And that's where patience comes in. I think a lot of us struggle with patience. I know for me, I'm very patient till I'm not patient. And I know it's such a dumb thing to say, but I can take a lot on the chin, but there are certain triggers where I'm just like, and I'll snap, and it's not right. Definitely not right. Something I need to grow in. Something I need to learn. But it's one of those things where you have to just sit and go, speak to God, have that quiet time. And if you don't feel led in the moment, it doesn't necessarily mean it's right or wrong. It just means that you need to sit and wait and be patient. It doesn't mean physically just sit like what I'm doing and wait until you get this miraculous answer. It's sit and like take in what's happening, understand or look for reason as to why these things are happening in the way that they are happening, and look and go, identify cause, results, impact, all these other things that might impact, so, like give you more ideas into your situation. And from there you can sit and you can actually just go, yeah, that's probably that's probably what God's going through. But it is a conversation that you need to have with God. It's not something I just wake up and I go, oh, connected the dots, I know the answer. I wish it was like that, because you can just sit and you can go, like I say, you just wake up one day, you had a great dream about how everything would work in X way, and that's now your building blocks into how to solve your problem. It would be so much easier, although more random. But yeah, sometimes it's quiet, it's peace, and I think I'm dealing with that. In terms of certain areas of my life that are requiring me just to, I don't know, just if we're entirely honest, it's a thing of like relationships with people, and like you sit and you can give each other space, but and I hate giving space because I just think it's just leaves room for a lot of other external factors to get involved, external, I don't know, like things that are not of God, things that can interrupt what you're trying to build. Or the more external influences you have, or the more like other outside factors that get involved, the more volatile the situation can become. The easier it is to lead yourself away from where you're going and go into something that may look desirable, may look more attainable, may look more sustaining at the time, and then just capitulate soon afterwards. And we saw that, you see that with Adam and Eve. I think soon as there was the outside influence of the serpent, it sounded good to just have an apple, just eat from the forbidden tree. It was that mental gymnastics that I spoke about earlier, where it became a thing of, oh no, God just doesn't want you to have the knowledge he has, or you're not getting everything you need out of what you currently have. So go look somewhere else. And on the face of it, yeah, that's the answer to your problem. Meanwhile, could be a very detrimental thing to go towards. And that's why literally when I say things like this, I have no hate towards what's going on. Yeah, I see it as a big learning curve, and I'm learning because I'm sitting here and I'm talking about it. I'm going over how it would apply in scripture. I'm sitting and I'm doing better with my work, and I've got more time just to sit and be thankful. That's the key thing you'll always hear from me, is I need to be thankful, because you can have a spirit that gets so much, but it's so empty. And those spirits, promise you right now, when nothing is ever enough, you always feel like there's a void. And yeah, I think God helps with that. So yeah, literally back to what I'm saying is that with this situation, it's requiring time and patience. It is so frustrating because you're sitting and you're going, let's just fix it. Let's move on. Let's like everything will be fine if we just do our part, and that's fine if I want to go that way, and if other people want to go that way. But like you said, like we discussed, is that going to be a long-term sustainable solution, or is it just going to be a quick fix, and then you invest yourselves more, and then the problem magnifies? So yeah, For me, that's where I'm learning my patience right now. It's allowing me to mature so that we can use God's gifts more wisely. I can sit back and I can identify problems in my life. I can be thankful for the things that I've got. I can speak to people a bit more openly about this, about God, about these stories that we're reading here. And I can be a better representative of God because that's what He requires of us first. So, yeah, I think that made me feel a bit better. Sometimes I knew that if I just do, it's one of those things with this. Like I was feeling bad. Like this morning, I just played music and I was just singing, and it's all the songs that like I use to get over certain situations or just to bring up morale. Those kind of. It's not your everyday songs, but it's the songs where you remember like, I resonated in that song. I want that song. I love that song. That was at a point in my life where I just sat there and I sang and it was fun. I want to hear that song, and it just repeats itself, and you end up going to all these different songs. So let's go to the next thing. A birthright was a special honor given to the firstborn son. It included a double portion of the family inheritance, along with the honor of one day becoming the family's leader. The oldest son could sell his birthright or give it away if he chose, but in so doing, he would lose both material and his leadership position. By trading his birthright, Esau showed complete disregard for spiritual blessings that would have come his way if he had kept it. A reiteration of what we keep saying. Instant gratification, people trade that off. I've done it. You're trading off your instant gratification for your long-term benefit, your long-term happiness, your long-term rewards. And in the moment, everything feels good. But that's, like I say, where you lack your patience, you lack your ability to go to God and just be like, God, help me. After my thing last night, I was like, I was definitely sorry, and I just sat there and I was like, as soon as I feel this way again, just go to God. Just literally, tail between your legs, pray. Just go, God, I'm sorry, please just get me through it. It's such a like you can do that, but it's about your intent. For me, yeah, I can say, God, just help me, but if I don't intend to be better, I promise you it's not going to work. I'm just going to sit there and like, wait 2 minutes, it didn't work. Let me just go do what I want to do. But for me, after how I felt, I was just like, let me just do it. And that's how we do it for now. We're going to test this theory, and if it works, trust me, you guys will be the first to know. But then also, like, that's my go-to. It needs to be something where, I know it's such a weird thing to, like, debate whether or not I should just go take things to God, but that's what needs to happen. So, yeah, Jacob, sorry for him. It is Jacob. Sorry for Esau. Jacob, I don't think that was a good thing what he did, but whatever happens in the next story shall happen, which we will see next time. So yeah, I'm gonna go just a debrief. What am I gonna do today? Literally, I got up later. I got up early thinking I'll get this done early, first thing in the morning, and then go do other things. But I live where the traffic is, so I was gonna go to gym early and see everyone who's wishing me, but I was like, I'll go a bit later. I'll go be on my own. I like to do things on my own. So like even in a relationship, I'll go watch a movie on my own. I'll go to play things on my own. I really wanted to see animals today, so I don't think I'll be able to because I actually have to go for a meeting at like 11 or 12, which will go until 1:30, and then from there I'll come back home. Maybe I'll go see the birds just for a bit and take some photos and stuff. Because there's a bird park where we're going. I was gonna watch a movie, but I see I've got a free movie ticket for 30 days, so I'm gonna see what's coming out in 30 days to watch. I was gonna go play arcade. I think for me, I think arcade's a bit special. something that I don't know. Like uh, for me, my dad used to take my sister and I to the arcade when we were kids all the time. It was his thing, but I don't know. You grow up with that stuff. Like it got me and my sister out the house so my mom can chill. Um, and yeah, it was a different time back then. But yeah, even when I go to Durban, every time I got to go back to that arcade. It's still there, I think. It's in Toti. I think it's the Hard Hats in Toti. It's literally got a restaurant in it. It wasn't busy the last time I went there. I actually kept a coin because I'm like, I don't know if this place is gonna stay here for much longer. But yeah, like for me, the arcade is always just fun. It's just little games, keeps you entertained. It's like obviously the rewarding element of you get tickets and then you buy things with the tickets. Um, Usually I just get things that I give to other people. We actually have quite a few tickets. It's a sinner's moment, but confession here. The World Cup, South Africa versus France, whenever that was, we had a lot to drink, and basically after the game we went to the arcade and it was full, and one of the workers didn't lock the arcade machine. So when we pulled our tickets out, originally the front came out, and obviously when the front comes out, you know where that leads. It basically stole a stack that big of just tickets, and yeah, the tickets are back. It's fine. But yeah, maybe I'll. It sounds wrong because I'm giving it with stolen stuff, but I'll just maybe spend those just on something I can give to somebody else, and at least then somebody wins, you know. But yeah, so arcade. Then I wanted to watch a movie, but we'll see what happens. And then from there, we've got a dinner, and then I wasn't originally gonna go out. I don't think I will though, but I might. I'm a bit more open to it. Yeah, I just wanna chill. I just wanna be around people, and I don't know. Sounds sounds sad, but like I don't know. I just want to escape some things that I'm feeling, and yeah, I do. I will pray about them, obviously, but yeah, sometimes a little escape is never. I don't ever think that's a bad thing, you know. As long as it's controlled, as long as I'm not doing unto others what I wouldn't want done to me, as long as I'm not hurting people, as yeah, I can still be a good person and escape things, or we can. So yeah, that's me for today. Hope you guys have a good day. I'm having a good day so far. I'm getting old and we'll take it from there. But very blessed, very thankful for everything, and yeah, this actually helped. Have a good day, man.